already be enough to put you into a significant advantage. Because you're already forcing them to be essentially behind in gold.
Yeah. You're already making them pay. From champion select screen, you're already making them pay 1,300, still 1,300, I think, or 1,200. I can't remember exactly. Gold that you wouldn't have to pick if they picked like Katarina, for example. So
so you're almost like $2,500 ahead if the mid and ADC get that item. Because that is 1,500 or 1,300 that person cannot use to finish their own items or finish their own critical like build path or something.
Yeah, and I do think it's not impossible for Gourmet Gang to obviously push ahead. Vayne is a hell of a pick if the Vayne gets like 2 kills in lane.
It's a snowball comp, right? If you get ahead and you get out of control, then it becomes very, very difficult to stop you. Because if you're really ahead and the Urgot isn't like at significant items, he's super squishy, and then suddenly trades look very different. But it's just, I think both of us are just questioning whether Gourmet Gang gets to that point, or if it's going to be an even fight at 20 minutes, at which point it's a bit rough.
Yeah, even if you're looking at runes as well, runes and summoner spells, well, nothing really happens in the early game, hopefully. If you look on the side of Gourmet Gang, they have double ignite, so they have double offensive runes. They have TP in the top lane and the heal, which is more of an offensive rune than cleanse. It cleanses and so you got the cleanse and the exhaust and double TP on the side of the Invictus. So very much more defensive and reactive, in my opinion, rather than the double ignite heal TP for the side of Gourmet Gang. And also Kane went Conqueror, which I imagine means he's going red. I thought he was going to go blue originally into this comp, although I don't think red is bad into this comp either. I don't think either was stellar, but I think both can work, and red's not a bad pick. It definitely is a drain tank that the team could need, but you'd already have a Leona Scion, so it depends.
Okay, I'm not quite sure. Does Jinx get excited off of assists as well?
Yes, she does. Any kill participation, any objective, any tower. If she kills a Rift Herald that's summoned in lane, she gets it as well. Jinx is my most played champion, funnily enough.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah, I'm an ADC main. I don't play support. And she gets excited off of any kill participation or an objective, which is towers, dragons, barons, rifts.
Okay, so if you now I know, because I didn't know that you were that like versed on Jinx, but maybe then we can ask a question. If you're the Jinx in this game, what are you looking for? Are you looking? Are you feeling endangered by the Katarina, or what would you be thinking if you're let's say you're in this game? What are your thoughts?
It's a bit different when you're playing 5v5 and solo queue as Jinx. Jinx is such a no mobility. I mean, the Chompers buff helped her a little, get that little bit extra defense tool that primes up a little quicker. But Katarina, if your fresh isn't paying for attention, or like, no one else is paying for some reason, the Katarina's managed to get behind and just jump on you. She can pop you in a second, and there's nothing you can do other than maybe Chompers and hope that she doesn't E away from them. But it's really hard for you to be able to lock down. But here we might see them going on the Thresh, going to get the stun up. Thresh are going to land, getting chunked out, going to ignite, get caught by the Chompers. Jinx auto is going to chunk Leona down, almost finish her off. The range from the rocket might be able to help here. Jinx does have flash, but not going to commit the flash forward, and just trading autos, getting the passive from Vayne up as well for the silver tips, and Enix is already out of mana.
Yeah.
I do think it's worth mentioning as well. I think Enix is also very comfortable on Jinx. I think his most played champion, or close to his most played champion. He's played a lot of Jinx, so he obviously knows the matchup very well as well. But as I was saying before the fight started, we might see the Kane come in. I don't think he'll be able to get in range. The hook going to land. Not going to be on the tower. They're looking for a tower dive. Vayne condemning to the tower. Jinx rockets look to chunk out. Nocturne here for backups. They're going to have to disengage. But as I was saying,
third time's the charm.
Thresh. Oh god, just stop! Stop walking up.
Oh my god.
All right.
So fourth time.
But in a 5v5 where you're communicating with your team, you hope, and everyone's paying attention, it's a lot harder for the Katarina to just randomly get on you and be able to pick you off. So you're more scared of getting engaged on by Leona, getting locked down, and then condemned into a wall, I think is your main fear. And just getting CC change, really, because you don't have much movement unless you're getting a kill or your team helps you. But if a Scion just ults towards you or a Leona ult comes down, if you don't have flash or cleanse up, you're dead, basically, because you're squishy, you have no movement. So you just need to watch out for those big haymakers that are going to be aimed at you, probably, because unless Urgot gets a massive lead, you are the big hyper carry of the team.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's why also that cleanse on Enix is very, very good, right?
Very good, yeah. Much better than heal here, because you're looking at a Leona, Scion, and as well a Kane W now as well, so that we know. I'm looking maybe at Karina going in, gonna get silenced, gonna burn the flash from Dabbers, but maybe in a bit of danger here. Nocturne got a flash as well, gonna trade the flash in response, and looks like she's just gonna get away on the sliver of health. Don't think there's anymore, but hey! Not managing to sidestep the Nocturne skill shot and falling first blood in the mid lane. But
yeah, she also got 6 in the middle of that engage, like at the very end of that engage onto the Malzahar, she got the 6. So I think maybe she was trying to get 6 while engaging, but she got it on the back end of that and then had to back off because she didn't have the damage.
Yeah, it was just a bit of an ult that was like, she ulted basically as the Malzahar flashed, got basically no damage off the ultimate.
Yeah.
Nocturne showed up, you're in danger. The only bright side is she burned 2 flashes, and only her flash. Which is less important on Katarina because she has the jump. So that is maybe something if the Gourmet gang are being proactive, they might take note of and maybe look to play more aggressive, knowing that the jungler doesn't have flash, although Nocturne still does have his ult. So
yeah, that's a potential punishment there. But then Nocturne has 6 now as well, so his global pressure just increased massively. Other than that, there is a pretty significant CS lead bot side because of that early trading that went into Bamboo's favor. But other than that, top lane is... Oh, we got in mid.
Okay, Nocturne gonna ult on, look for another kill, gonna get the fear off, and the Malzahar afterwards, but looks like Nocturne's gonna drop to the tower, and it's looking dangerous for Malzahar as well, and the double kill gonna come out from Katarina, and as we immediately move back to the top side, Urgot getting engagement as well, Kane W gonna land, Sion ult the knock up into the next knock up, and 2 kills for the side of Gourmet gang in the early game, exactly what you want to see, and that was just a failed dive on the mid lane there.
But they, yeah, I was gonna say like, oh yeah, and now we see this, like, BS button of the Malzahar used, but oh my god, yeah. We were talking, well, especially me, more than you. I was talking down Gourmet Gang a lot in draft and everything, and now, yeah, Katarina just easily got 2 kills and is going to be a lot more significant. Oh, hook.
Okay,
almost.
playing to the Q, not gonna land.
Yeah, but that is big. That Katarina is now going to, should be able to snowball this, right? Those 2 kills are non-insignificant.
No, it's huge. It's exactly the one thing you want where you're looking at this team and we're talking about, okay, the one thing we did mention is maybe looking at another from the Urgot here. The Urgot you're going to land, make sure Sion can't get the knock on the Q, maybe not get the engage. Golden Gate able to just use the shotgun, needs to deal a lot of damage to both of them. He's getting away, but he's getting low, and the K not going to come through. They're looking for the dive maybe. The flash comes through, but it went mad. Blaziken's still taking turret aggro as well, which is really nice to make sure that Master of Ebola didn't take the extra skill shot, and a lovely dive on the top lane.
Yeah,
and then showing them showing how a dive's done, not like the mid lane. This like this, you do it like this.
Yeah, you actually, use that aggro to juggle. Yeah, that was very well played. That was, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Nice juggling of the tower aggro there and making sure that no one takes extra needless tower shots. And it was a nice attempt from Golden Gate, making sure that they didn't get the Galungulate, sorry. I always say it because I read the name as it's like written, even though I know it's different. I don't know, my brain is small. But this is exactly what we're talking about, where if you do want to get a lead in this game, you need to snowball, and this is exactly what you need to start a snowball. Sorry, I put my dice away.
Let me try and... Damn, yeah. That is... I did not expect that, but that changes, in my opinion, that changes this game a significant amount, because that Katarina now is very poised to start taking over this game, especially early on. Sion also getting that 1 kill should make that lane in topside go a lot smoother for him. Kane getting the... Oh, hold that thought.
Okay, Karina going in here, but immediately getting jumped on by 3-minute team. Hook going to go wide, but it shouldn't matter because the Space Aids is just going to take it. I don't know its official name. I only know it by Space Aids. Golden Gate looking to chunk on some damage here, but this is the problem you're seeing. Sion's so far ahead at this point where it is a problem for him if the Urgot gets ahead in the matchup, but if Sion can just build enough armor, like he's got Plate Steel Caps and Bramble Vest, Urgot currently can't really burst him out and can only win through extended trades, and Blaziken's making lots of errors, and Blaziken's using this pressure exactly as he wants to, using the R to maybe try and get the kill, and gonna land it even if the ult landed for Urgot as well, but not quite mattering as Blaziken's managed to finish off the kill, and Master Ebola maybe out of position here.
Yeah.
When did Davis die?
Yeah, MOB went on him. Mo went on him.
Oh, that's why he was in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's why the camera also panned on him immediately.
I must have missed that.
Damn, that is, yeah. But then again, I will say the caveat there is we kind of saw, even though the Katarina has 2 kills, the Malzahar is... There's a reason why that pick was picked in the finals of Worlds. Even if you are behind, it doesn't matter. Oh, hold on.
Leona Q gonna land, using traps mid defensive tool, but sidestepping around them. Cage coming out, pulled into the traps. Leona stun coming through, maybe looking to go get more here, but there's a lot of reinforcements. Katarina coming down as well. If they push up too far, looking for a big punish, but Katarina still gonna get feared. Looks like maybe okay, big Jinx rocket, but Noxon getting chunked out by Vayne, and okay, living on the smallest bit of health from Katarina there, even getting the heal, but before that, she was on a sliver of health, in the 10s probably, but gonna end up trading 1 for 0 for the side of Gourmet Gang again.
Yeah, those fights are on such a razor's edge. I like that Katarina must have been single digits HP there. Holy
yeah, no,
shit.
she that health she had like where we saw
and
after
Kane's
the
coming
fight
as well.
Okay, yeah, maybe looking to get more of it,
Yeah,
but
he got spotted on this pink ward here.
so the problem, so we were talking, I talked about a bit before how Thresh covers Jinx weaknesses.
Yes.
Which is true, and they did have some good plays by pulling into traps and such, but every time they're just looking to respond to the aggressive 2v2 from almost how all of these engages has gone is the side of Gourmet Gang has pushed an aggressive 2v2 and going to roll into the hook, and this looks like a very dangerous situation in the lane alone. Nocturne all going to come through. Leona's just not hit fast enough, and Enix picks up his first kill of the game, and all for just a Nocturne ult.
Yeah, that was a... Bamboo wanted to recall, but then tried to greed a bit more and try and push that wave because he only saw the Jinx, but yeah. That Jinx now getting 1 kill as well is pretty big. She's able to finish her full... It's called Immortal Shield Bow. Oh, Tabis. Yeah, not enough damage on the Katarina so far.
Okay, Sion looking for more trades in the top lane, but look at him, he takes no damage. He's just not, he doesn't care. He's going to get getting all the procs and the shotgun needs, but Sion's just walking up and autoing him, and this is looking dangerous here, getting the stun into the ult, and this could be another kill for him, a solo kill for Blaziken in the Sion Urgot matchup, and this Sion is 3-0.
Yeah, oh, the right, never mind. Okay.
But
yeah, but that I like that we were talking how good Blaziken has been in some of the games, because this performance so far, incredible. So good. Against an Urgot as well, really fucking good. And we also need to make sure to mention that Master of Ebola did also graciously gank that lane. And, I mean, he's reaping that reward now. Like, you get 1 gank on top lane, and I believe it was Eris who said 1 gank on top, and you win the game. So maybe he was foreshadowing the result of this game as well.
he just knows. He's just a genius.
Yeah.
We are also seeing that Sion has gathered 3 tower plays as well as the 3 kills. And he has almost a 20 CS lead. This is one rich Sion.
So he is... Yeah, almost 2,000 ahead.
He is almost... So, like, the gold difference is about 1,500, and Sion is basically all of that.
Yep. Pretty much, right? There's nothing else to say, yeah.
Yeah, Sion is literal the gap in this game. I was talking about it earlier, how Blaze considers a player who... the kind of player you want in your team, who is a player who can just win... Have that... When it's a 50-50, if you have that one differential player... who can just make that impact and carry a game on their own, or not carry a game, but push the lead just on their own, it can mean so much. And maybe we're looking for another pick here in the mid lane. Nocturne not going to be burned, but it might just be burned for nothing as they don't have vision, and kind of a whiff from Aussie there.
Yeah, that was a bit too quick on that trigger. But we might see some fight here.
They want that Malzahar. He's fiending for that R button, and the
my God.
Okay, very nice. The Urgot ult did actually miss, but instead of just map off the bamboo, maybe going to be caught position here. The fear going on to Leona, and the flash Q going to land for Eris and get that hook onto Bamboo and use the Lantern to get Jinx over and finish off a kill. Condemn going to push her away, but the team fight going on the other side as well. But it just goes the way of being Invictus. I don't really know what happened in the top left side. I was focusing on the bottom, but they won an all-team fight, regards to team fight there, and 4-for-1 for the side of being Invictus. The Sion wasn't there.
Yeah, but how fucked up are you if you're that Sion?
Yeah, you're winning your lane and everything's happening, and your team just all dies. But also could be said that the Sion wasn't there. The Urgot was there, so Sion did push out a mid-wave, but that's basically all he got instead.
But I feel like it was lost the moment because Bamboo was out of position, so he had to flash over that wall, and then Eris with I believe he flashed as well, and then blind hooked him, and then also with the Lantern pulled and made sure Enix was gonna be able to pick up that kill. So yeah, I think at that point the fight is completely over, and the Katarina was dead as well, right? Because the Jinx rocket killed her. So the moment your Katarina's dead, and then your Vayne is out of position, caught out of position, and dies, at that moment you have no damage anymore, and all the other members are still alive. So yeah, that's a rough one.
And that was without Nocturne as well, because they burned it before.
Preemptively, yeah.
So that's a big tool that they didn't have. And Nocturne back up again, and maybe looking to go and again Karen, and maybe get a bit of a Zealous, going to burn the flash, and going to burn the E to get away. Leona ult coming through afterwards. Vayne damage coming out onto the Nocturne, going to finish him off, and Daba's going to ult the Vayne, but Karina go back and get the ult, but immediately getting played. Good response, and they're all going to drop. The Sion train is coming in. That's going to block the Jinx ult as well. Going to try and go on the Urgot, knock up into knock up, even catching the flash. Looking for a little bit more. Going to go burn the Kane ult to get the kill on tower, and Sion's so tanky, this tower doesn't mean too much. Getting the big knock up into the Thresh, going to kill him as well. And got both the kills in the tower. Okay.
breathe.
That was very good.
Turret aggro juggling again from Basicus, perfect as well. Great engage, and that was very impressive. And yeah, the game is almost even. There's a slight lead still for Gourmet Gang, but I like that this game has now dissolved into a bit of a mess, because I think that is what Gourmet Gang needs with their team comp. Straight front to backs with Katarina are never really going to work. So I think that is a deliberate attempt from their side to get this. But it's also, again, it's always the Nocturne ult used to try and... It's basically Daba's walking up, trying to bait to make sure the Katarina uses, I think it's her E or something, the dash. And then after that, it's the Nocturne ult that is used to try and gap close and fear the Katarina so she can't get away. But this time it bite them in the ass.
Yeah, for sure. And we talked about this Katarina, maybe 2 and 4, but she got those two kills from being Invictus' stake early. Being Invictus' mistakes. Jesus, that was kind of a tongue twister to say, but maybe Leona E going over the wall. That was blind. What a call out! And going over the wall, going to catch out the Nocturne, but the Urgot going in on the Vayne, going to catch, but the Vayne damage coming through onto the Urgot. Maybe looking to chunk him out, but MOE getting chunked out. The Malzahar onto MOE, gonna finish him off, and the Jinx is getting excited, flashing forward onto the Vayne and just having enough damage for Davis to finish off the kill. Katarina maybe looking to go on the Jinx, but Jinx is able to get away with the extra speed boost from Be Excited, and Eris now looking for the chase, maybe looking for a hook here. Leona behind, but she's very low. If she gets hooked, he will fall as well. Yeah. Sion is very tanky, but can he hold tower on his own? Okay, going in with the ult, gonna knock him up. Just uses the turret. Katarina going in on her own, 1v5, and just gonna get picked up. And the Sion is looking, maybe burning away, but he's gonna survive with his shield.
Yeah, but again, in that teamfight as well, it was very important that Sion was not there at the start, so they didn't have any engage or frontline, and they just got chunked very quickly. And you can already see the issue, right? There's a certain ADC who's 5-0-2, who, if even just one assist happens, is going to be very difficult to deal with. I would argue, even before she gets excited, at this point, she's so fed that it's so dangerous. Any team fight at this point.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I was talking about how earlier the two things to point out, looking at items about right now, mythics are being finished up mostly around the board, and Jinx went for the Immortal Shield Bow, which is not huge. Jinx is kind of blessed on the fact that she can go for Gale Force, Kraken Slayer, or Immortal Shield Bow. Immortal Shield Bow is picked up the least, in my opinion. Gale Force and Kraken Slayer are the more common ones. Kraken Slayer more so into the big tanks, and Gale Force more if you're looking for the extra movement speed to dodge some skill shots, or maybe if you're looking for that extra assassination that you need. But Immortal Shield Bow is the much more defensive one, and Enix even going for that along with the defensive cleanse as well. But it's working out right now, and picked up the Last Whisper as well, or the component armor pending as well. Gonna get excited off of the Rift Herald, use that to pressure them off. But
no joke. I thought you were kidding when you said that she gets excited from Rift Herald kills as well.
Oh, she does. She gets excited from Rift Herald kills.
So that should not be the game. Oh boy.
But as well, Nocturne did go for the Stride Breaker, and is also looking to build Hysterics now. So we are seeing that build, but just in the jungle instead of in lane. Instead of going for his pure lethality build, he's mainly being used to use his CC to try and catch up. But the Leona ult big coming through, going to get a big one. Dragon damage coming through, Silent ult coming through, just going to whiff, but get the damage off on Ozzy. The jungler is dead, but Katarina in the background, just finding a little bit of health. Vayne damage, she's untouched currently. Bamboo, Blaziken and Bamboo alive. ADC on ADC, looking to trade out. Enix just has enough damage. This knockup coming through, maybe just going to be enough, and going to trade autos, and Gourmet Gang is going to come out on top, 4 for 5, and that was just ADC, both dishing out all the damage, and Blaziken is just too tanky to die.
How the fuck is Sion the one who has not yet died in this game at all?
He simply decided that he didn't want value out of his passive.
That's so insane, actually. Oh boy. I mean, you can see these fights. If either ADC is free firing, it is very dangerous. And the only issue here is that Vayne doesn't have cleanse and she hasn't gone for the QSS yet. So Dabis is so dangerous to that Vayne, who has to get pretty close in fights to start dishing out the damage, whereas the Jinx has, I mean, just illegal movement speed when she just gets even one assist, and she still has the cleanse as well. But yeah, these team fights are on the razor's edge. I think one of the important things here as well was that Urgot used his ult, I believe it hit Sion or Leona, one of them, and essentially the ult went on one person that didn't go low enough. So he was in the middle of all 5 members of Gourmet Gang, but didn't have the ult proc, which I think would have swung the fight completely. If you get the 5-man fear there, that changes everything.
Yeah, there's so many big ults in these team fights that can swing a whole team fight.
Yeah.
Like, Sion did miss his ult. He got the damage off onto Ozzy, but he did miss his ult. But it didn't matter in the end. Dabis wasn't able to get his ult on any of the significant carries. And Katarina wasn't able to get a big ult either. So, you know, there's a lot of tools in these team fights that we aren't seeing come to full fruition yet. And if they do, that could change a team fight massively. This is a really even game right now. 23 minutes into the game, and even towers, almost even gold, and even drakes.
Yeah. The
only big difference is 7 kills are on a Jinx for the side, and then 5 kills are on a Sion for 1.
but quick question. Which one would you rather have? The 5-kill Sion or the 7-kill Jinx?
You see, usually the 7-kill Jinx is very helpful, but Sion just stepping up here. Not really afraid. I mean, he doesn't have any need to be. Just pushing out for vision in the jungle here.
Jinx.
Oh, Enix going over the wall. That could be a misstep, but gonna manage to walk away. MOE may be out of position now as well. Invictus do want to push through to this jungle, but Gourmet Gang gonna give up the vision they just put down. Gonna say, okay, after you reset, we're a little bit scared. You can go. You can have it.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a bit calmer right now, just because there is no Drake to play around, and either team is a bit scared, I think, right now to start the Baron, just because they're gonna lose resistances, lose HP, and are essentially in a choke point, which the other team can exploit with Sion ult or Urgot ult and engages. So I think we probably really might see either some like Fnatic Deathbush types, or just wait for 2 minutes for the next Drake and just wave clear on all 3 waves.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing Invictus move around a lot as a team, maybe looking for a pick here. Obviously, the comp is very capable of that. Okay, maybe looking on the flank here. MOE going to catch them off on it, get the double knock up for his team to arrive. Silent Q going to hit them up and knock up. And this could be big for the team. Nocturne coming through. Jinx going to hit the backline, going to hit the Vayne in the back and getting low. Could die to the... Okay, not... Oh, God. Nocturne going to fall. Jinx flash forward, going to get the knock up. San is just too tanky. He cannot die. Jinx gets caught up as well. Knock up from... And so he picks up another shutdown. San picks up another shutdown. I started in that fight and I lost all my train of talking, but Sion was unkillable. Jinx was outputting so much damage, was left untouched for so long, but just can't kill the Sion. She picked up Lord Dominic's as well. I was going to mention this earlier. Phantom Dancer is such an OP item right now. Building like an offensive item into Phantom Dancer is really good for Jinx, in my opinion. I do like Enix's build. He is more reactive to the game, picking up Lord Dominic's and Bloodthirster so he can survive that a little bit longer.
Yeah,
and also Lord Dominic's to deal with the Sion. But Lord Dominic's is also really strong, even after its nerfs.
Yeah, and interesting in that fight as well is that the Vayne was an almost non-factor. He got E'd by Dabis. He didn't get ulted by Dabis, I think, but he got E'd by Dabis, and then that plus the Nocturne getting on that backline was enough to kill the Vayne. So they were dealing with a lot less damage, but I mean, Katarina plus an unkillable Sion, I guess that is enough cleanup. That was weird. I legitimately thought, I think you were thinking the same thing. The Jinx was free firing, and we saw Vayne die, and we both, I think, thought, yeah, that's just over, right? Like, you just win this fight.
It was so strange for me. There was like, I was looking at the fight and I was like, oh, they got the big Jinx ult on the backline. It hit the Vayne. She's getting tanked out by Nocturne. This is looking great. And I didn't have my eyes on the rest of the team fight. And then I looked around and I saw Sion still on like half HP. Him getting all the knockups he needs. And maybe we're looking for him to do the same again here. He's not afraid of anything. He's just holding forward at all points. Look at him. He's not afraid. He sees 3 of them. The TP. He's like, so? I'm a 7-0 Sion. What are you going to do? Jungle's been taken, gonna burn the spell shield. Leona ult gonna stun up the Urgot. They're looking to maybe look on the Drake, and they're around the walls. Maybe they can't get it. They're gonna pick up the Drake, but maybe gonna pick off MOE in response. Do they really want to fight this now that they're a man down? Nocturne are gonna come through, carrying it big because Nocturne has no one behind to follow up, but they got just enough damage. Maybe the Urgot ult finally hitting, but Ozzy going to be picked up there. Going on the Sion. 3 of them should be enough. The CC chain all on the Sion. And finally, maybe looking like a dive. He will ult away. Okay. I thought he was going to get the train away, but not quite.
Yeah, but this time you saw the Sion turn and try to help his bot side because the Vayne got engaged again. So the Katarina and the Sion tried to help the Vayne out in dealing with the Nocturne. And that just made no front line being anywhere in existence. So then, yeah, that team fight was pretty quickly over.
Also, I think this is one of the first times we've seen Urgot ult hit and kill and do something. So that was good. Nice awareness from Ozzy to just know that his team can push. Sorry, I thought I was going to burp, but instead. But nice awareness from him, knowing that his team, okay, their jungle is dead, let's go. Like, we have the advantage. He ults forwards, goes on them, even if he knows he gives his life away for it, he knows it's a good team fight for his team. And his team listened to his call, followed up on it, and brilliant, because that's the type of thing where, you know, you can have miscommunication, the Nocturne can go forward, and your team's like, no, let's back off. But listening to calls, agreeing to one thing, and going through with it can change so much.
Why is the fucking king taking red buff at 30 minutes into the game?
This is a good question. You're really looking at your Vayne. I mean, I would give it to the Sion at this point, you know? Like, this man's unkillable. To him.
Oh, boy. Like, I know Bamboo is a very... he's a non-confrontational person, so he's not going to be like some other ADCs that we have in this league where he's going to be like, what the fuck you doing? But, yeah, I don't think that's something you should be doing at almost half an hour into the game. Sion looks to be a bit out of position, so he's probably going to... he actually uses the TP to get out.
Yeah, this is a bit... Okay, nice TP. Jinx not going to be burned in response, and...
Yeah,
Nice
but
use of the TP there, being aware that he doesn't have the time to recall, and he definitely didn't have the time to recall. Jinx ult would have stopped it, so
yeah.
very good use of the TP there to know that he could do
Ooh,
it, but
Baron.
Invictus just looking for Baron as a response, and they might be able to get it.
Oh, they
Katarina
burn it
is
so
down
fast.
bottom. She doesn't have TP either, and it looks like they're just going to get this for
It's
free.
just free.
They're looking to respond, but it might just be too late unless they get a quick play over the wall, and it's just going to
Aye.
be too late. They're just going to hand over Baron for a tower, which is not something you want to be doing in an even game state.
You know what? You know what I think actually is a big issue here. Neither the ADC or mid laner from Gourmet Gang have that like blue vision thing that you can place very far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just had to walk, but also, I don't know, like you look at that Jinx and then you have the Malzahar and Urgot, like you should know that this is gonna be a very, very fast Baron take. Also, we haven't mentioned this, but it's an Ocean Soul, so
Ocean Soul is definitely an interesting switch in tempo, I'll say, if you can get it. Okay, just getting the recall off. Maybe if Varus had reacted a little bit quicker, maybe the vision didn't pop immediately, didn't see him, but...
Yeah, I would be surprised if this game goes to a Drake Soul, but I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, it'll be... If it goes to a Drake Soul, I imagine it's going to be... you're looking at Gourmet Gang to get both of the next two Drakes, and Blaziken's looking for a 1v1 here on Gourmet Gang. Neither team members are really close by, so if they do fight this out, this will just be a 1v1. It'll be a long 1v1, though, of course, and the Baron and Harrod minions are going to come through, and that'll be enough to deter Blaziken from going any further.
Even with Baron, he's just doing actually negative damage.
He's actually just not hurting him. Look at him, he's just winning this.
He's losing more HP than he's doing damage.
And this is with Baron minions as well, and Blaziken is putting a lot of his damage into the wave, and not exactly into Golengate, and it's just Golengate, and it's just the Titanic Hydra auto is just doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
To do enough.
30 seconds for next Drake, so I wonder if Gourmet Gang is even going to try and get that, because the Invictus ADC as well as top laner just recalled to get some items. I'd really like the Urgot now to sell his Doran's Blade and get some pink wards. Just, you know, pet peeves of mine. Vision is more important than like 2AD. But
yeah. Okay, Lantern being used already to...
Again, the sign isn't here. He's okay, now he's here.
Okay, sounds so maybe looking for a team fight here. Trap's going to come out, mean that they can't follow through. They are split right now. Nocturne waiting behind, looking for his ult, maybe on the right target. Going to wait for the Vayne to show maybe and go on that. And okay, Leona going in, but not getting much off and just really falling down for nothing. Golengate going to get chunked out, but Nocturne not coming through. Going to chunk out the Katarina. She does nothing. Eris is caught off on his own, but it won't quite matter because it's a 4-for-1 right now. 3 for 1 right now, and see if they can 2v4 this, but it'll be a big old task. Blaziken is fed, but can Bamboo and Blaziken really kill everyone? Golengate, Bamboo gonna walk forward into like the Jinx autos just to greed for an Urgot kill. That is not what you want to see, and Jinx using the range that is just too much to just catch up to Blaziken to make sure they doesn't get away, and the W snipe gonna finish it off, and that is a team fight, a big team fight, the way it be Invictus.
Yeah, that was Bamboo there. I mean, that was very obvious. He just tunnel visioned, right? He just saw an Urgot execute range, and he just was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that last auto, and then he realized, oh my god, I'm in no man's land essentially. But also we saw the Kayn try to engage. Kayn and Katarina both basically just suicided into the backline to try and execute the Jinx, which I think, yes, if you execute the Jinx early in a fight, then you can win it, because how are we ever going to touch that Vayne, because the sign is going to be in front of her. But it just looks like they just don't have enough damage to kill the Jinx anymore, and she's helped by Malzahar staying with her and using ult to disengage. They have the Thresh as well to use exhaust on any target that tries to come too close to Jinx, and there was just not enough damage. And at that point, you just turn, kill the Katarina, kill the Kayn, and at that point, I don't know how the hell you win any team fight.
It's also worth mentioning, so the only person with anti-heal on the side of, this is a minor thing, but the only person with anti-heal is Sion. Jinx does have Runan, so she will end up maybe accidentally proccing it as well and getting the anti-heal that way. But no one else has anti-heal on the side of Gourmet Gang. Bamboo just picking up his QSS, making sure that he isn't the one getting ulted now. But,
That's
you know,
pretty late.
you just look at the scorelines. You see an 11-3 Jinx, and you're like, okay, how are we killing that? Like, Katarina's attempting it, but in that team fight, we just saw Leona walk forward on her own, get picked off before the team fight even starts. Picked off, I mean, she walked into it, but
yeah,
it
was
not
really picked up. It was just like, yeah, well, what are you doing here? I guess we just kill you.
And then Blazicus and Bamboo are just 1v2ing the Thresh while their entire team dies to Jinx. Like, Katarina just gets ulted by Dabis on the Malzahar, and she still doesn't have a QSS. She's picked up Stopwatch now, but, you know, like, a QSS or a Zhonya's even to... Okay, the Cell not going to come through now. This might be the pick they're looking for, and they're going to do all the damage now. TP coming through from Urgot as well, but this is looking like a bad TP. They're just going to follow up and get all the damage onto it and get the shutdown onto Vayne, which is important, because that's a 550 gold bounty into the pocket of Vayne, which is kind of huge in the situation.
Yeah, this is dangerous, because we have 25 seconds on Baron, as well as they now have a mid-wave push into here. Maybe they're going to look for the inhib or inhib turret. That was...
Oh my god, that Jinx damage!
Yeah. And you don't have the sign ult for an engage onto the Jinx. Oh my god!
Just a flash away. Blazicus is tanking up for the team, but even he might just fall to this damage. Katarina going in, but just getting ulted again. She can't do anything in this game. This is okay, and oh my word, the Jinx damage is just too much. Gonna clean up the team. Blazicus tries to sacrifice himself for Bamboo to get away, but Jinx gonna try and follow up, but it looks like he might just get away with his life, but... Just overextending a bit too much. You have to respect how fed this Jinx is and the range she has and the wave clear she has with Renan. She just... Okay, Bamboo greeting here once again for Raptors camp when he knows Enix is chasing him.
He's just so fucked here, isn't he?
He might be able to get away if he uses the plan. Use the blast cone! What are you doing? What are you doing? Use the blast cone! Why aren't you using the blast cone?
Okay.
Okay.
That's free Baron now. That's pretty big. But yeah, also I think when they got those 2 kills in the mid lane, right? They got the engage and then the TP as well on the Urgot. If you push up to that inhib tower and you get hit by one of these bombs by Jinx and you see the damage she's doing, surely after just one hit you're like, well, guys, we're a bit overextended here. Let's back the fuck off. They don't. They try and push it. They don't have Baron, so the wave is going to get insta-cleared by Jinx anyway, and then you have the Malzahar, so there's no threat of ever really getting into that turret without Baron or anything. Oh my god, she did so much damage to those Raptors.
Jinx is so overpowered, man. Okay, Thrasher coming through as well, and it looks like everything's just crumbling apart for Gourmet Gang now. Picked after picked, and... You know, this Jinx is running away with the game. Malzahar's doing crazy bits as well, but Jinx W gonna land. She's looking to maybe solo kill the Katarina. Nocturne gonna follow up and look to take the kill. Not gonna hand over the Jinx. There's no double for you. This kill is mine. Look at that. She popped Shilpa with 2 autos.
So insane.
And, okay, the rocket just going wide. Urgot is on MOE, making him back out, and they're gonna have to hand over the inhib here. Jinx Siege is insane as well. We need the power of a level 18 late game Jinx with 14 kills.
you know it's fucked when the ADC is actually tanking the inhib turret to try and kill it and succeeds.
It's crazy. That's
oh boy.
This is what we're talking about when we're talking about the fact you need to snowball, and I can't. This Katarina is really troll. I'm sorry, but like it's really a bad pick, and it's not even being executed well. Just E-ing every fight and getting Malzahar ulted, you're just a hindrance to your team. Like, I don't understand the angle. I understand maybe where you thought it was coming from. I can't decide. I can't remember if they locked Katarina before Malzahar. I think they did. Was Malzahar in the last 2? I think he might have been.
It's just that.
You said Katarina, even if.
You said it essentially harshly but correctly. The Katarina pick is just not working. It's failing to do what she's supposed to, get into the backline and kill the Jinx, and it's just in certain plays. And also the Leona's been struggling this game as well, getting caught out a bit. But then that's also Urgot's the Scion ult.
Okay, Jinx gonna flash out the way. Nice flash. Blaziken's still looking to go in. Gonna get a Q up on the Jinx. They want to kill off this Jinx, getting the ult as well, but they just can't get onto her. Okay, they're gonna pick up a few kills for themselves, but it doesn't really mean much because it's just over. The Jinx has too much damage and just chunking out those, and it just doesn't mean anything when they're just... Look at this! The Thresh doesn't even care about tower.
Yeah.
Bamboo looking to maybe preserve his KDA, run back to the fountain quickly because Ditch is going to come and Blaziken is here to protect, but it's just a little too late, I think, at this point. Blaziken's really trying, getting dragged around, going to get feared, and oh my word, look at this Jinx damage, even on the sound. Just look at that range. And I think that will be the game.